So now I've got this 3D can that I made and I want to put a label on it. So on a separate layer, I've made this ghost layer, this ghost label, kind of cheesy and sort of fast. I would normally spend more time on these things, but to make my point, I'm just going to show you how to apply the label to the can. And we're going to do it using something called map art. First, though, what we need to do, and this is why it's important to use layers, put everything on a single layer. Like my ghost stuff, the label, is all on a single layer. That way I can lock the other layers if I want to, and I won't accidentally bump them out of place, although today I'm going to be careful. I'm going to grab my select tool. I'm going to select my entire ghost label, and I'm going to drag this into my symbols panel. I'm going to name my symbol Ghost, and for export type I'm going to choose graphic instead of movie clip. I'm going to leave all the other settings the way they are, and I'm going to click OK. If it tells me the name already exists because I might have made this before, I'm just going to call it Ghost 2 because I know I didn't call anything Ghost 2. Okay, so now I've got this little ghost label in there. What I need next is something. I can't click this and go back to 3D effect because it'll apply another instance of the 3D effect. It'll ask me, do you want to apply another instance? And I don't want to apply another instance. What I want to do is I want to manipulate the instance of the 3D effect that I already have. So to do that, if I go to Window menu and choose Appearance, it brings up the Appearance panel where I can select 3D Revolve because that's the effect that I want to edit. I'm going to click Preview so I can see what I'm doing as I do it. There's a button down here called Map Art. What Map Art does is it allows me to put any symbol that I've made onto my can. So I'm going to be able to put my ghost onto my can. The trick with this is going through all the different surfaces and deciding which surface I want to put it onto. It'll show me the surfaces in this pane as I click through all the different areas. It'll also highlight them over here in red. So obviously the top of the can is not where I want to put it, nor is that top lip of the can, or any of those rings, or that, or that, or that, or that, or that, or the bottom, or the bottom lip, or that's it. Okay, so pane 14 of 15. So to apply the label to this area, because this is divided into live areas, which are usually lighter, and dark areas, which nobody sees because they're on the other side of the can. So if I choose my Ghost 2 symbol, it will apply it to that area. I can use the Move tool that's provided to me in this panel to manipulate this and make it so it fits. Sometimes I change the shape of a label depending on how well this does or doesn't work. And it's not an exact science. Sometimes I wind up stretching things and they look awful. So it may mean I go back in and do a little bit more redesign. Okay, but that looks kind of passable to me. If I wanted to look a little bit more realistic, I might choose Shade Artwork, which will get me the lovely spinning beach ball of death. It's something that like takes up a little more space. If I think that looks okay, I will click OK and click OK again on the 3D Revolve options and deselect. And that is how you apply a label onto a 3D object.